हेलो गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन। आई होप यू आर डूइंग वेल। आज के वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक जो कि है मनी मैनेजमेंट के रिगार्डिंग। तो यहाँ पे मैं आपको एक एडिशनल चीज़ को समझाने के लिए ये LIS USDT का चार्ट है और है 1 मिनट पे। तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हो कि ये जो मेरा लेवल सिस्टम है उस पे कई टाइप के लेवल्स होते हैं। फॉर एग्जांपल आप देखो रेसिस्टेंस 1, रेसिस्टेंस 2 यहाँ पे, और रेसिस्टेंस 3, रेसिस्टेंस 4। ओके, सो the question is, how do we trade on these levels? The simple thing is price action analysis. So if I add my indicator for reversal and I see something here, like let me scroll to this point. If this red line, just ignore all other level because these are not for different purpose. Just focus on this level. What's going on here? First of all, as you can see, you see three higher high. It's saying three. It means this level has been touched by three higher high. That means uh, here we cannot sell at this moment when the price touches it with the behavior of three higher high. But after that we see this rejection sign. It says reversal down. Okay, this means that yes, now it's indicating that this level can be used to sell. So once we sell here, our target will be this line, which is HS1 line. And when if we scroll back to the chart, we see price went down and price went up, and price finally touched this level and created a hammer because some people actually booked profit on my level. And I want to tell you how do we actually, if we trail the stop loss, we will get out somewhere here. Okay, because these levels actually works for re-entries. And here that's why you see the price came to this up to this mark, and then it again given you a re-entry at exactly at this level. So after that, one method I want to tell you is that once it's actually touched the price with the line, and then you actually have to find out any reversal pattern like this one. As you can see, there is a reversal down, but there is a reversal up as well, but you can't find something like this here. There is a hammer. If you try to trade this, you will fail. Okay, because there are some certain things to consider here. First of all, this hammer, uh, in a hammer the body should be smaller, but it's like a pin bar. A lot of more pin bar is not that kind of strong sometimes, but we may take risk. Okay, but and if it fails, our stop loss will hit right here. So now I want to tell you uh, how actually we do trade, because we don't find any kind of reversal down like reversal up thing here. So we see reversal down, so price is on continuation, and here we find actually that this level actually failed, and we did not find any entry here. So again, when price comes back to the here, we again did not find any reversal down. Oh, maybe because it was going to for re-entry zone. What is re-entry zone is this dotted line NS1. As you can see, price broken down and then it went to re-entry zone, and from there it's actually falling. Okay, according to the system. So uh, I actually have only one thing to verify these levels, and that is this one, reversal down. If this kind of thing is alerted by my system, then I actually consider selling on the resistance with a strict stop loss at its high plus 1 point distance. Okay, we are not going to use something like one candle fully closed, because we are taking very strict entries usually on altcoins, because like allies, because You see the breakout candle, sometimes very big candles like this forming, that will so we can't take bigger risk in this case. And I want to show you, once it retraced from here, how do we know where it's going to end its downtrend? Okay, so for that, very simple things like this can be used. Just draw a trend line from this high to and connect the last 2 points. Okay, and like this. So this will be a trend line. Okay, and another thing you can do is, if you find this re-entry, according to my logic, this is re-entry point. As you can see, this also worked for re-entry, and it's also working for re-entry in the live market. So this trend line is still valid because you are not connecting blindly, you are just connecting from this re-entry level to this re-entry level, and after that you are, that is why your trend line is being justified. And after that, if you want to buy, if you think that this level, this is the red level is the main level, so if you think that this level will act as a reversal point, then in this case you have to wait for this trend line to be broken, or after that you can consider buying on the re-entry, like price breaks it out, then comes back again to this re-entry point, after that it goes up. Otherwise, if it keeps respecting this resistance line, then it will keep going down. And what, up to where it could go down, then this is also, you can just duplicate it and find it like support somewhere like here. And if it takes too much time, then adjust 2 is possible. Okay, so this is another method to actually verify the entries. We all have levels, but there is some logic and for it, and that is how we can confirm it. Okay, so this is all, uh, and for just for a basic understanding, I have told you, I have shown you all the things. And there is no way to blind buy sale actually, because if you think you blind sell here, you can make money actually, but if you think you blind buy here, you will fail. Okay, so we always use verification methods such as price action to confirm the entries, and after that we actually decide if we have to buy or if we have to sell, and what we have to do. Okay, and another thing is the the trend line is very important to verify the levels. It will help you to actually understand what's going on. And there are many kinds of trend lines. This is short term trend line, I have actually drawn on the chart, but there is also long term trend line. If I want to show you, uh, these two highs, this line is still active, and whenever the price comes here, it will act as a resistance. Okay, another thing is, if we keep the distance like, then this line and this line. Okay, here you see what happened actually. Price, as soon as it breaks this line and it worked as resistance, and price going down. Okay, so when price actually broken this line, then what we can expect is like this: price may fall to this HS3 most probably. If like 16 level, I already have some analysis there, like this price may fall. Okay, because we were finding that this trend line is actually broken, and if it's not true, then price will have to break this trend line up again to make sure that the trend is go in the up direction again. So these are things are very helpful sometimes. And at the moment, what's going on here, we have the information that this level, this is actually a level where price is actually consolidating, and uh, we cannot buy or we cannot sell here. Actually, we don't have any confirmation right here, because so see this line actually, uh, its breakout happened on the downside, first thing. And second thing is, price is taking resistance from the re-entry level, my re-entry level. And that is why we cannot either buy, we may sell actually, but the problem is, with a strict stop loss. Because if this level ns1 breaks out upside, then mm, there is a little bit dangerous for the sellers. Otherwise price will go down, and go down up to where? Simply just connect these two low. You have to find the first target, right? Let's say if you sell here, where price should go? ns2. Okay, if price keep falling, like this will be an approximately area where price may go actually. And if it doesn't go here, then your SL will hit and price will go upward. And if it has to go upward, then it will be following up this trend line totally. Okay, this trend line it will be following up, and when it will break out, then again there could be sale. Let's say price going up to here, then after that this trend line gets breakout, then after that you can consider selling. So this is a nice way to verify your support, static support and resistance. And it doesn't matter that you use same system like mine. You can also try it on the Camarilla pivot, Woody pivot, or CPR, whatever thing you use to derive your levels. This is the basic approach. And one more thing I want to share, it's about money management. I have already discussed in the start that I'm going to share some details on it. So let's say you have three levels like HS1, HS2, HS3. But you know that some of these level will fail. Okay, I will not be 100% right. So what you have to do is, you have to divide your capital. Like if you are buying with whatever, let's say you have $500. Okay, then you will divide it in five parts. Okay, and you will buy with the I think $30. With $30 you have $500, right? So it's a very strong money management I'm discussing. So you will have to buy 30 with $30 here, and with $30 here. Okay, and with $30 here. Actually, how much you have invested? $90 on the spot. This thing has to be only done on spot. And after that, price has to reject. Okay, if price comes here, in very rare scenario it will also break this level. But if price respects here, you then when price actually come here, then you will be in break even. Okay, simply because you are buying here, you are buying here, you are buying here, so you will be break even in here. And after that, if you think that you have done a mistake, and or the market is not actually good this, or it's just going down 5%, 6%, then what you can do uh, is close at the break-even point, or wait for, if you think uh, that all is good, then you can wait for the target like HR3, HR4, like this. And let's say you are stuck, okay, and price went down too much. uh, let's say price went here. Okay, so in this case you will have new levels, and you will again buy with the second lifeline. Like your first lifeline is gone, you will not be adding any stop losses. And with second lifeline, you will be buying again, or on this three level with the $30, $30, $30. Okay, so price has to reverse actually at some point, and it will almost give you at either profit, or you will close at break even. But it's only possible if you have good funds. Okay, like $10,000 minimum. Okay, otherwise you will be making like $5, $10 or $20 if you invest of like $500 or $1,000. Okay, so this money management setup actually requires big fund like 10,000 minimum $10,000, so you can make 100 to $200 per day based on the money management. Okay, but you are not here, strategy is not playing a big role here, but money management is playing a big role. Okay, and and you have to do it on spot only, because on the spot if you buy there is no funding fee, and and there actually you can hold for unlimited time, and you cannot apply this on selling because price can go to sky. If it goes up, it can be like right now price is $17 approximately, it can go $117 as well. Okay, nobody knows, but if you buy, then you are actually averaging it, and then there is a chances, and if your lifeline is gone, then your intraday trading is converted into asset. Okay, so you are the proud owner of allies like this. If you keep buying as averaging, then you are proud owner of the allies, you have the asset. So you are not actually losing money because it will not go zero, it will only increase in the future. As you know, the cryptocurrency craze is ongoing, and uh, you know the Ethereum. What happened on the Ethereum? I'll show you. Look, when price was going down like this, uh, if you if you were holding the Ethereum as an asset, you may have seen a significant loss like here at this point, $1,400. But if you have waited, then price come back again to this point. Okay, so this phase is about 2 or 3 months patience is required. Even today price may fall like here, $2,500 or $2,000 maybe, but it will eventually go up in the future. So if you are stuck with your position, your funds are actually locked, and you are not actually losing, but it doesn't matter wherever price go. So let's say you have bought here. Okay, and then you have bought here, like then again you bought here. Now your limit is over. Okay, so you have waited only, you don't have funds. Okay, you are out of funds. You had $500, you have completely invested, so your funds are locked in. Okay, in this case, when prices will fluctuate here, you will only see the losses, and you don't have any options to accept waiting, because one day it will come back again and give you profit. And if you have funds, keep buying. Okay, buy here, buy here, buy here, but only it's only for buying. Okay, not for selling. And if you just keep the buying quantity like 2% of your salary, monthly salary, then what's wrong? Nothing wrong. You buy, let's say, 3,000 rupees here, 3,000 here, 3,000 here, 3,000. You are not losing big, and you are also not getting emotion, and you are also not fearing about what's going on the market. You'll have the patience. Okay, so the returns will not be big, but you are actually making money from proper logic. Okay, and so I hope you will like this idea, and we are working on this more to make it more accurate. But this thing can actually work on a spot chart only, because we can't try it on the futures, because if you try it with the leverage, okay, you buy here, you buy here, you buy here, and you will be liquidated here. Because uh, as per time, let's say this duration is uh, 1 month, then if you have to pay the fee for funding fee for 1 month. Okay, it will be too much. And another thing, your brokerage will be high, and second thing will be you may be liquidated anytime. Okay, if you don't, if the price shows sudden moves and you have taken the leverage, then instantly you will be liquidated, all the money will be lost. So if you try it on the spot, nobody can liquidate you because you are not taking leverage and it will not go zero. Okay, I hope you like the logic. That was all. Thanks for watching.